Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, there lived a kind-hearted carpenter named Geppetto. Known for his amazing skill in crafting beautiful wooden dolls, Geppetto often treated them like family. But despite the charm of his workshop, Geppetto felt a deep loneliness. His heart longed for a son to share his life and laughter. One fateful, chilly evening, while carving away in his workshop, he made a special puppet and named him Pinocchio. Little did Geppetto know, this wooden creation would change his life in extraordinary ways. Geppetto was an elderly man who lived at the edge of a magical forest. He wore simple clothes and a brown carpenter's apron, and though age had lined his face with wrinkles, his kind eyes sparkled with love. Every doll he crafted was a work of art, and he poured his heart into them. Each cut and curve reflected his hopes and dreams. Yet, in the quiet of his workshop, he could feel the emptiness. He often wished for a child, imagining the joy and laughter filling his home little. Did he know he would soon have an unexpected companion? One starry night, as Geppetto drifted off to sleep, magic slipped into his workshop. The blue fairy appeared with a twinkle in her eye. With a wave of her wand, she touched Pinocchio, and to Geppetto's astonishment, the puppet sprang to life. Pinocchio opened his bright eyes and exclaimed, "Papa!" The blue fairy smiled and told him, "If you're honest and brave, you will one day become a real boy." Geppetto couldn't believe his luck. His wish had come true. The morning sun brought excitement as Pinocchio explored the workshop, dreaming of all the adventures he could have. Full of curiosity, he skipped out to discover the village, eager to learn. On his way, he met other children and was swept up in fun and play. But as he followed them, Pinocchio realized that not all friends had kind intentions. Life outside the workshop wasn't as simple as he thought. With each adventure, he began to understand that making wise choices was crucial. He was on a journey of self-discovery. One sunny afternoon, Pinocchio faced a challenge. When Geppetto asked him if he had gone to school, he proudly lied, saying yes, while he had really spent his day playing. Suddenly, his nose began to grow longer. He looked shocked and embarrassed. "Why did I lie?" he wondered. Pinocchio felt ashamed of his choice. The sight of his growing nose taught him a valuable lesson. Lying only complicates things and makes them worse. Slowly, he learned that being honest was essential. Not just for himself, but also to build trust with Geppetto. One day, Pinocchio heard stories about a magical place called Pleasure Island. Kids could play all day without working or studying. How exciting. Eager to have fun, he rushed to the island, only to find it was filled with trouble. Instead of laughter and joy, the place turned chaotic and dangerous. Pinocchio learned a hard lesson. Running away from responsibilities wouldn't lead to happiness. It was the love and caring from Geppetto that made life truly joyful. Realizing the importance of hard work and honesty, he vowed to change his ways. In another twist of fate, Pinocchio's adventures took a dangerous turn. While searching for Geppetto, who had gone lost at sea, Pinocchio was swallowed by a gigantic whale. Inside the dark belly of the creature, he found Geppetto. Their reunion was heartwarming, but they had to think quickly to escape. Using courage and cleverness, they devised a plan. Together, they worked as a team, overcoming fear and uncertainty. With a strong spirit, they managed to break free from the whale, bringing them back to safety and their cozy village. After all his adventures and lessons learned, Pinocchio returned to the Blue Fairy. She smiled warmly and said, "You've shown courage and honesty, so I will reward you." In a magical moment, Pinocchio transformed from a wooden doll into a real boy. Overjoyed, he raced back to Geppetto, who embraced him with love and pride. From then on, they shared laughter, kindness, and countless happy moments together. The story of Pinocchio teaches us that with honesty, love, and bravery, dreams really can come true. Together, they found joy in their new life.